Envision a windswept Wyoming prairie where sagebrush rolls under a vast sky and the clash of cattle empires brews a deadly feud. It's 1892, and in Johnson County, a war erupts between powerful ranchers and small homesteaders, a struggle over land and livestock that stains the range red. This is the Johnson County War 133 years ago, a brutal saga of ambushes, lynchings, and defiance that defined the Old West's raw edge. Wyoming in 1892 is a young state. It's 200,000 acres of open range, a battleground for cattlemen. The Wyoming Stock Growers Association, led by barons like Frank Wolcott, 50, and Albert Bothwell, 40, dominates with 1 million cattle. Per the Cheyenne Daily Sun, April 10th, they graze herds on public land, clashing with small ranchers, homesteaders, claiming 160 acres under the 1862 Homestead Act. These nesters, like Nate Champion, 33, and Nick Ray, 40, brand their own calves, which barons call rustling, per court affidavits. Bad blood festers barons blacklist independents, control, water, and bribe sheriffs, per historian T.A. Larson's 1965 study. Tensions boil by 1891. The barons, backed by Governor Amos Barber, 42, accuse homesteaders of stealing, though only 30 convictions occur in 10 years, per Wyoming judicial records. In November 1891, vigilantes lynch homesteaders Ella Watson, 30, and Jim Averill, 41, sparking outrage, per the Casper Star. By April 1892, Wolcott assembles a 50-man posse, 25 Texas gunmen, including Frank Canton, 42, and 25 Wyoming insiders armed with Winchesters and six-shooters, per Wolcott's April 20th letter. They aim to crush the rustlers, targeting Champion's Casey Ranch, 60 miles north of Casper. On April 9th, at dawn, Wolcott's men surround Champion's log cabin, where he and Ray breakfast with two hands, Ben Jones, 25, and Bill Walker, 30. The posse captures Jones and Walker, binding them per their later testimony. Ray steps out, shots ring out, killing him instantly, per coroner's report. Champion, barricaded, fights back with a rifle, wounding two attackers, per survivor Mike Chauncey's account. For 12 hours, he holds off 50, scribbling a journal. Boys, they're shooting to kill, per the Sun, April 15th. At dusk, the posse rolls a burning wagon into the cabin. Champion bolts, firing, but 40 bullets cut him down, per autopsy records. His bloody journal, found pinned to his chest, lists attackers' names. The posse marches north, aiming for Buffalo, Johnson County's seat, to kill Sheriff Angus Redd, 35, and 20 suspected rustlers, per Wolcott's plan. On April 10th, rancher Jack Flagg, 40, spots them and rides 30 miles to warn Buffalo. 200 citizens, farmers, shopkeepers arm themselves, led by Angus, per the Buffalo Bulletin, April 12th. By April 11th, the posse camps at the TA Ranch, 80 miles south of Buffalo, unaware of the trap. Angus's militia, 300 strong, surrounds them on April 12th, per Deputy Alonzo Taylor's affidavit. For 2 days, bullets fly, 3 posse men die, 10 citizens wounded, per court logs. On April 13th, the U.S. 6th Cavalry, summoned by Barber, arrives from Fort McKinney, 30 miles away, per Colonel J.J. Van Horn's report. The posse 47 left surrenders, avoiding a bloodbath. Wolcott, Canton, and others face murder charges, but Johnson County, bankrupt, drops the case by November, per Cheyenne court records. No convictions follow. The barons' wealth shields them, per historian Helena Smith's 1988 analysis. Buffalo citizens, though, claim victory. Homesteaders stay, their ranches enduring. The war's toll is stark. 5 dead Ray, Champion, 3 posse men, 20 wounded, per coroner's tallies. Archaeological digs in 2005 at the KC Ranch found bullet casings in Champion's cabin ash, confirming the siege's fury, per Wyoming Historical Society. The conflict, costing $100,000 per state estimates, weakens the Stock Growers Association. By 1900, small ranchers thrive, per census data. The Sun, April 20th, calls it Wyoming Civil War, a feud exposing the Old West divide barons versus pioneers. 133 years ago, 1892's Johnson County War was a clash of Will's 50 guns against 300, one cabin stand against an empire. From Champion's last words to Buffalo's defiance, it's the Old West's heart grit, greed, and justice, scrawled in blood on Wyoming's plains.